Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you a review of my 2021 Texas Pride roll-off system. This one is the 18,000 pound tandem axle, single wheel. I've got the 4-foot box on it, which makes for a 15-yard dumpster. Now they do have a few other boxes to put on here, so this is the shortest one they have available, which is 4 feet. I believe they have a 5-foot, a 6-foot. Not sure how tall they go, but I know they go to a 25-yard dumpster. I personally got the 4-foot high dumpsters, so I can load over the top with my tractor. I still might be able to do that with a 5-foot. But also, I use this one for house trash, for renters and everything. So one of the cool parts about the 16-foot long, which is, I believe, that's the longest dumpster that Texas Pride has with the single wheels. Now, I based almost everything off of, I wanted single wheels, I didn't want dually, and I did want a gooseneck. You can haul a little bit more weight with the gooseneck, and I had the trucks to do gooseneck. So with those two features, I bought the biggest trailer that they had. So I also upgraded the tires. So this is actually a 20,000 pound GVW, 16 feet long by 7 feet wide. And that was the biggest single axle trailer you can get. And I bought it as a kit. So they have roll-off packages. So I bought it with 2 dumpsters. They have roll-off packages with 3 dumpsters. But I bought it with the 2 dumpsters, and I've got a 16.5 foot by 72 inch wide flatbed. I'll probably do another review on it. You won't see it in this video. I do use it. I've actually got it piled full of stuff right now. It's pretty cool. You can put it down on the ground, so you could load skid steers and load other equipment, strap it down, and then pull it up on there. So it is a very useful trailer compared to the other trailers that I've used with skid steers and stuff. This is actually easier to use with a lot of that type of equipment. I bought it with the electric tarp system. I did not get the electric stands. I probably should have. Definitely an option I should have considered. I think it was like another $1,800. I actually don't really have to unload it from the truck. I've switched trucks a few times, but once I get my truck set up like this one, it's been on this one for several months. So I don't have to unload it. I used a set of electric jacks here recently, and man, they're nice. And I think I'm gonna start getting them on the trailer that I get in the future. So I've used this for steel, scrap steel so far, and I've used it for trash quite a bit. I've got one video that you could see I tore down a building with this system, and I can actually haul both dumpsters at once. So I can take my forklift, I can put this dumpster inside of this dumpster, and I could haul both dumpsters to site as long as you have a forklift to unload it there. If you're pretty smart, you might be able to figure out how to do that without forklifts. Might be a little bit complicated, but you might be able to unload this dumpster, pull the trailer on the other side, and drag the other dumpster out of this one without a forklift, using this trailer and the winch system, everything like that. So far I really like the trailer. It's coming in handy quite a bit. There's a reason that 10 or 15 years ago you didn't see any dump trailers, and now everybody has one. They're just really handy. They take a lot of labor out of your life, and it's been working for me quite a bit. So the only problems that I have is this door here on both sides doesn't open with the dumpster all the way down. Now you could just lift the dump box up a little bit, and then you get into that. But they put the block that the trailer sits on right here, they put it right over the door. I think in the future I'm going to try to move this forward right out of the way of the door. The door still won't lock open, but I think at that time all I'll have to do is just, well, it might open from there, is cut another notch in that rod if I have to. Pretty odd that they did that, but they did it for just the simple fact that they had a crossbar right here, and that was the better place to put it, I guess. But I'm going to add another crossbar into the frame here, and I'll end up putting the block up front so I can open these. Pretty odd that they don't do that, but just maybe a simple oversight. So this is the wireless remote right here, and it controls everything on the trailer. So you've got your hydraulics up and down and your winch in and out. It has a really good range on it, and I highly suggest the remote. And one of the things you'll learn is I really don't like electronics without redundancies. So this still has the cable I could plug into the winch, and it still has the cable I could plug into the receiver here to, let me get this thing up a little bit higher. That's the thing that drives me crazy, is you can't open this lid. So I still have both cables in here, locking toolbox, and if this remote ever fails, which I've had it fall out of programming and it took me a minute to learn how to use it, but I can still use these. So you've got your hydraulic pump in here, 2 batteries, your receiver to your remote, and a battery charging system that you plug in right on the face here. Everything works really good on this trailer. So everything's been working flawlessly. Plug it in, maintains the batteries. The batteries have always worked for me. Also, it's got the cable to plug into the truck, so I've got that all wired in. And that charges as you drive. So I haven't needed to charge the batteries in between jobs or anything. And it's actually using the batteries off the truck along with these. It's putting them in series or parallel and using both batteries, so it really doesn't draw down. We hauled about 6 loads in one day with this trailer, no issue at all. The only problem is we ran out of daylight, so the trailer will definitely work all day long if you have it set up correctly. So I also came in here and welded D-rings, and I've hauled my tractor in here, so I can set this box down on the ground, drive my tractor straight up into it, load all my implements around my tractor, strap everything down, and then drag the entire box up onto the trailer. And that's why I actually wanted it the 16 feet long, is because with the backhoe and the front loader and everything on my tractor, everything fits in here and the doors close. So 16 feet ended up working perfect for my tractor. Even if your tractor was a little bit bigger, you could hang the backhoe over the side. You could put the bucket over the front if you had to, or you could just simply leave the doors open. The doors come off, and you don't necessarily have to use the doors. You could store them on the side or whatever in the meantime. One of the reasons I don't like that these boxes don't close is because if you have them open, if you've got straps or whatever out, and you're not paying attention, and you go set it down, it's going to destroy this door. So I do plan on fixing that. I do plan on fixing this eventually. I want to get rid of this block here, move it up to the front, and then if it's still a little bit too high where it hits the boxes, I'll just cut the notch down and to where the door doesn't open quite all the way. That way I can't end up destroying these boxes on accident. So you can see on these trailers here, it has safety latches for every size box. So they've already got them set up to run the different size dumpsters. I'm not quite sure how they intend for these things to be used. So they want you to connect them, but I'm not sure if you're supposed to rely on the chain or if you're supposed to rely on the winch and the chain's just a safety. So I've been running the winch tight like that when I go dump, and it's been working. And I do leave the safety on there, but if you have the winch loose or off and you rely on that safety and you go to dump, this thing slams back hard and takes the slack out of that chain. So I think this is how they intend for it to get used. I do leave the safety on there, and I do leave the winch on there, and I leave it tight, and it's been working out well so far. Another cool thing about the 16-foot dumpster is you can use all of their smaller dumpsters. I think they've got an 8-foot, a 10-foot, a 12-foot, 14-foot, 16-foot, and a 20-foot. I think you can even use the 20-foot, and it would hang off the back a little bit. Your system here to connect everything is up front to hold it stable. So you've got this system here that holds it on, and there's one rod here that holds it on, and they're also the guides. The only thing that's in the back is a roller, and underneath you've got a pin here that holds it on in the back. So you might have to do a little bit of modification to a 20-foot, but I think it would actually haul a 20-foot no problem. So yeah, no real complaints about it. The tarp system's awesome. I would definitely suggest that. This winch is awesome. They got a name brand winch on here. This is a 15,000 pound winch, and they also gave me a tackle block. So that makes it a 30,000 pound capacity. Not sure how much the hydraulics hold. We'll look at the paperwork here in a minute. I also got the kingpin system and the gooseneck system, so those will swap out pretty easily. So on this side, I keep my straps. I have my gooseneck attachment there, and my snatch block and an attachment for that down in the bottom. So the semi truck that I have hauling this thing is not necessary. I've actually hauled it with a Ford F-250 so far. My 04 Power Stroke. I've hauled it with a 1-ton Duramax. They did just fine. There was no issues hauling it with that. So this system works really well with a 1-ton truck. I think it would work even better with a 1-ton truck than this semi. The semi is a little bit hard to maneuver with this thing, and I'm on a pretty tight piece of property. So let's talk about the price. I know that is what everyone is interested in. So I paid $26,280. That was to upgrade to the 20,000 pound GVW, which is an upgrade in tires, I believe 18 ply. And that was for the package deal for 3 items to go onto the trailer. So I chose to have 2 dumpsters and 1 roll-off flatbed system. So that came out to $26,280, and I got a manager's discount of $2,580. I believe that was because I bought everything as a package deal. On the paperwork, it looks like they gave me the snatch block for free. I paid $1,600 for an electric tarp. I paid $400 for the wireless remote upgrade. $350 for the 18 ply spare tire mounted. I paid another $150 for the kingpin coupler that goes onto the front of the trailer. So I got the kingpin and the gooseneck. I've got a transfer fee from one dealer to another, I believe, so the hotshot can pick it up at a closer place. That was $450. I've got $2.25 per mile of delivery, which came out to $967.50. A dealer prep fee of $50. So my total came out to $29,542.67. So almost 30 grand for this trailer. So it's a pretty hefty price for a trailer. Now, I got financing on it, and some of those are financing charges on there. So my total was $27,667.50 after all my add-ons and all my discounts. Now I got financing on this thing, so I've got a loan origination fee of $275, CRP of $99, a mailing fee of $25, title fee of $175, which brings my sales price up to $28,241.50. Sales tax added on another $1,137.66. Title fee was $5. Now these are all local fees that they pay to your state for you. I didn't have to register it or anything like that. It got sent straight to me, the license plate and everything. So I got a title fee of $5, a license fee of $158.51, which brought my total to $29,542.67. Now that's a pretty big price for this trailer, $30,000. My loan is only $250 a month. So I was already paying for a dumpster for my shop that Waste Management would come pick up every day. So, and it was $500 for a 9-yard dumpster. So almost half the size of dumpster, and that's already double my payment. I also made a deal with a friend. I'm still working it out. He's trying to cancel his contract for Waste Management, and he's right down the road from me. He's going to rent one of these dumpsters from me for another $500 a month. That's a pretty low price for dumpster rental. He'll call me when it's ready to pick up. We figure about once a month. The dump is not that far from here, so I'll make a little bit of money doing that. I also tore down a building. This dumpster helped a whole lot. Having both the boxes, the roll-off system, I was able to pick some stuff up at the site, go drop it off at the dump, and I had 2 guys there, and they were able to load another dumpster, so I just did that a few times that day and got that building wrapped up. It really helped not having to wait, not having to get there and help them load up and everything, and having them wait on me to get back to the dump. And you could just do that a number of times with how many ever dumpsters you want to buy. The other cool part about this is you can have several small dumpsters, and if you're a little bit smart with how you load them, you can get 2 8-footers on here, so you can get multiple small dumpsters on here. And I might end up ordering one of the smaller dumpsters, and I might also order a taller dumpster eventually. They're not real bad. They're about $3,000, and they'll get them delivered to your door. So when we're looking at hauling dirt for the house, so we're looking at building a 5,260 square foot house, and we got a few quotes on dirt work, digging out the clay from our yard and backfilling it with some type of base. I'm assuming real similar to a road base. And we were at $27,000 just for that. So then I started looking at doing things myself. I was going to be the GC, the general contractor on my house. And we originally got a quote for the house was about $600,000. Being the GC, we brought that down to about $500,000. And that was still far out of our price range. So we just started looking at doing everything ourselves. And we think we can build this house for under $300,000. That includes the price of this equipment. So not only will we be saving $300,000, we'll have a lot of the equipment after we're done. So the plan is to go down. There's a rock quarry about 12 miles from here. So this trailer weighs about 3,000 or 4,000 pounds, which leaves us 16,000 pounds of capacity to put inside of it. I've hauled about 16,000 pounds in this thing so far. It didn't care. It pulled nice. The brakes worked great. It didn't squat it. The hydraulics lifted it. The winch lifted it, no problem. So that was in that building. We put a lot of steel, I-beams and everything out of that building into this. plus a lot of dirt that we cleaned up out of the lot. So that ended up being a little over 15,000 pounds, and this thing didn't budge at all. So when we go to haul dirt, we'll be able to put 16,000 pounds in here, which is 8 yards, around 8 yards of dirt, depending on moisture content and the type of dirt you're getting and everything. So it won't be that much of a problem to haul several loads in a day. It's not going to cost me that much in fuel. That's the only thing I'm going to worry about. And it'll save me about $350 per load in just labor alone to haul that stuff to me. So I think the trailer is definitely going to pay for itself. I definitely like the system. There's a few little flaws I might want to fix on it, but nothing a welder, torch, and a grinder can't fix. So far, I'm really happy with the trailer. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review of my 2021 15-yard Texas Pride roll-off system. I've got a lot of other equipment I'm going to review before I start the house build. And if you're interested in that stuff, keep on watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me in the comments. I'll try to answer anything that I can. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned. Thanks.